guys, I just wanted to share a little book haul with you. It's 2 books, and I previously showed you some books that I did a bit of a haul of in our Vegetarian Life series, but I thought I would do a separate video for these 2 books. As you know, I'm always on the lookout for different recipes and different things to try, and I find it really hard sometimes when you're looking online to buy books, because you don't know necessarily what they're like, you know, how many recipes in there, what sort of things inside. Even though when you buy online you've got such a vast selection of books available to you, you just don't know if they're going to be any good or not. So I thought I would share with you some recent books that I got, and that way, you know, if you're in the market for some new cookbooks too, then you might like to give these a bit of a try. So yeah, and also if you know of anybody else that's done any hauls on some cookbooks, then please let me know, because as I said, I'm always looking at, you know, new recipes and things, and I also like looking on the internet, but in my opinion you really cannot beat a book, because I like, when I'm meal planning, to sit through and flick through a book to kind of, you know, get a feel for what I want to cook. You know, I find that easier than flicking through the internet. And also I find that books are, you know, put together on purpose, if that makes sense, and there's a lot of thought and energy gone into the recipes, as you know, and almost as a collection, and so I like to kind of view them all together, if that makes sense. So I've got 2 books, one's a vegan and one's a vegetarian. So let's start with the vegetarian one first. This book is one of those books that's just really textured. It's got like it's like a cloth or a linen. It's a hardback, but it's got like a linen-y texture to it. And it's one of those books, I really like books like this. I kind of just want to kind of touch because I'm like that. It's called Veggienomics, and it is by Nicola Grains. It's the writing's in script, so it's a bit hard to see. And it's thrifty, meat-free cooking. So thrifty, that's pretty good, and meat-free, even better. So I'll read you the blurb on the back. It says, discover a world of exciting vegetarian dishes that won't cost the earth. Find ways to cut down on the cost of your weekly shop without compromising on quality or on taste. Welcome to the principles of Veggienomics. Be store cupboard savvy and create exciting dishes from those everyday staples: beans, pulses, rice and pasta. Add fresh ingredients from a homegrown crop, or shop seasonally at the local market, or take advantage of free food to create meals from foraged ingredients. Be freezer friendly and buy and cook in bulk, so you always have quick meals to feed the family when time and energy are short. Love your leftovers by transforming them into delicious new dishes, packed with mouth-watering recipes and ingenious money-saving tips throughout. Veggienomics is the smart guide to eating well whilst watching the pennies. So this, to me, sounds absolutely fantastic for several reasons. One, we really like foraging for food. We live in an area where we're really lucky that we can do that. We've got a lot of blackberry bushes at the back of us, and sloes, and you know, just lots of things, and so that's really good. And also, you know, Jonathan likes to grow some of his own veg, so kind of everything that this book is about is just fantastic. The book itself is beautiful, and I wanted to share these with you like now, because they're going to be coming up at the end of the week in our weekly roundup video. Basically, these 2 books are the only 2 books that I'm going to be using for the whole of next week. So I'm going to road test them. I've got, you know, got a week's worth of recipes, and it's going to be half in this book, half in the other book. So I'll kind of talk more about these books as I go through the week, and kind of what I think about them more. So this is just basically just to kind of show you them. But I really like them. I really like design and photography. Obviously, being a photographer background, that's appealing to me. So what I like about recipe books, and what I love about this, is the fact that there are photos, because I am a visual person. Like when I'm flicking through books, I like to see a recipe sometimes, and the picture will sort of make me more appeal to the recipe. For example, that looks quite nice, that picture, but it's arancini, I don't even know how you pronounce that, eggs. And I would totally bypass that recipe based on the title. But because I can see it, I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I'll give that a go. So I really, really, really love having photos in my cookbooks. And I just love the design elements of this and the way it's set out. I love the font that they've used. It's all really clear so that, you know, I'm a visual person, so I like the way it's laid out and like the title and everything and these little coloured marks, and I love that some of the pages are kind of like on a grid paper, so they've mixed it up and stuff. So it's a really beautiful book. I really love it, and I really like flicking through, and the recipes look absolutely delicious and the photography is amazing. So I can't wait to try some of those. As I said, already got some meals planned from this book, so that's really exciting. And then the next book is this one. This is The Vegan Cookbook by Adele McConnell. Now, this again another beautiful book, and it's interesting because I think there's a lot of stigma attached to vegans, and I think a lot of people see vegans as being a bit hippie, you know, a bit kind of sandal wearing and hemp wearing, and I wish that to sound derogatory, but I think a lot of people get that impression of vegans more than they do vegetarians. And I would have expected the vegan cookbook to be more sort of rustic looking, or oh, you know, kind of like craft papery type, I don't know, more hippie-ish, and I don't mean that nastily, but because I think that's what people associate with vegans. So I really like this book for the fact that it doesn't look like a vegan cookbook, it looks like an ordinary cookbook, and I don't know if that's done on purpose, but it looks like a mainstream cookbook. So to me it looks as though this is a sort of cookbook that that anyone could just kind of pick up and run with. For example, like Jonathan's parents, when we told them that we were going more vegan, really didn't understand it, whereas I'm pretty sure that they would eat vegan recipes without even noticing that it was vegan. So I think this kind of cookbook, just by the looking at it, kind of almost would help the transition in that respect, because it doesn't look all hippy dippy, if you know what I mean. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I just mean that that's kind of like the impression that people get, I think, from vegans, is that they're all kind of hemp wearing, long haired, love bead kind of people. But this one is not. It looks very like, you know, sort of mainstream kind of book. So I'll read you the blurb. Firstly, the kind of like the strap line on the front is it's the Vegan Cookbook, Feed Your Soul, Taste the Love, 100 of the Best Vegan Recipes. And on the back it says, contemporary vegan cooking is natural, healthy food at its very best. Forget lacklustre substitutes. In her exciting new cookbook, award-winning vegan food blogger Adele McConnell celebrates all the wonderful foods that you can enjoy on a plant-based diet. Combining nutrient-packed ingredients and innovative techniques, her mouth-watering meat-free dishes will tempt vegans, vegetarians and meat lovers alike. Full of inspiring recipes including spicy Mexican burritos, pan-fried sage and basil gnocchi, chocolate goji brownies and lavender panna cotta. The Vegan Cookbook shows you how to create sensational dishes that everyone will want to make time and time again. And Adele, she says, is the founder of the highly successful vegan food blog Veggiehead.com and was hailed as the winner of the prestigious Food Blogger Award by the Vegan Woman 2012. Adele loves sharing her passion for vegan food. She has released several ebooks, runs cooking classes, and has also set up the YouTube Veggiehead channel, where fellow foodies can watch her inspiring, easy-to-follow cookery demonstrations online. So that's another couple of places that you guys can check out if you're interested. It's so she's got a YouTube channel, Veggiehead, and her blog is veggiehead.com. So that's pretty cool. Both of these are published by Watkins Publishing, and they're in the UK. And I'm pretty sure you'll probably be able to find them either on their website. Oh yes, yes you can. It's www.dbp.co.uk. So that's Watkins Publishing, but you'll probably be able to find those most places. So yeah, this book is like, as it says, it's kind of really contemporary. It's got photos in as well, which I love, but it's just really, really nicely set out and laid out. And it's also got little icons that shows you whether it's soya free, sugar free, gluten free, nut free, all of that kind of thing as well. So it's a really beautifully laid out book, and I'm really looking forward to trying the recipes from here. So just wanted to give you a heads up, show you the 2 new books that I've got, and basically to give you a kind of heads up that this week is all going to be about these 2 books. This is entirely where our meals are coming from this week, so really excited to get cooking. I want to cook everything now. But yeah, there we go. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.